Hello, hello. We should be back up and running here. I do have the game audio apparently on. Might be quiet though, so let me just bring it up. Oh, that's quite loud there. How's that? Is that a little bit better?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, let's try that. Sorry, just watch your volume here, if you don't mind.
Tell me what it is like. Mother always said, float like iceberg, sting like thrown iceberg. Don't worry.
We are in position. So I'm gonna...
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, let me know how it sounds in the chat, please, if you don't mind. We do see some people poking. There's no invading happening, whereas in the last set between Tomato Town and hashtag Big Win, there was a lot of invading to be done. No one's in bottom. Interesting. Where is bottom, actually? I only see 4 people. What? Oh no, never mind. They are down there. Together. They're moving so close to each other, it's not seeing them on the map. I'm gonna try to poke out here. Crescent's gonna try to... Okay, we finally peek a little bit, so now they have been both been exposed. And this is game 2, so we're gonna see if this team can twist anything up here, or if we might go down 0-4 today. We missed a skill shot, unfortunately. I think it's a skill shot.
Sneaky, sneaky. smell you can feel. It's me!
Was that?
Here for you.
Out of my way!
Turret plating will fall soon.
It's me! Right! I was hiding! Here's something that won't wash off! Over here! It's me!
Shield is here.
Oh, hello! I'll be right. Hiding! Right! Hi! Marvelous that! Right, the symbol! My sigil will be upon them. The smell you can feel.
Red team has scored an ace.
It's like my roots are in the clouds.
I was hiding. It's Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, hello! I'll be right.
Nice. What's up, everyone? It's Shogi here from Tempo Avenue Games. We're looking at
Welcome to
the
Summoner's Rift.
third set in today's Lethal Tempo event with both these teams, the Booty Eaters
30 seconds until
and
minions spawn.
Team Big Win up against each other, both of their previous sets being 2-0 victories. This is going to be the final set of the night. So excited to see what's going on here. Looks like blue team is going in for the invade. Oh, but red team is waiting. They anticipated it here, and they walk up. Already the charm. Catches them out here, but Smolder walking away. Oh, okay. First blood for the blue team.
Minions have spawned.
Interesting, too, for the blue team. Despite red having the ambush, they just weren't able to actually secure enough damage, whether it was the right ability placement, target focus. It's kind of hard to say, but you know, blue's gonna take that. So the team comps here, we've got Malzahar at top, Ahri at mid, Kai'Sa Nautilus at bot, really good for all in, and then Milio Smolder at bot on blue side, Trundle jungle, Flame mid, and the Ornn on the top lane. I anticipate bot lane, you know, of course, both of those characters, you know, hyperscaling 80 carries with Smolder and Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa likes to be able to go all in, following up on Nautilus, so that makes sense. Milio there for the cleanses for Smolder in the late game for sure, with up him with avoiding getting picked through the Nautilus R charms. I'm actually not too familiar if Milio's R cleanses Malzahar suppression, but if it does, then there you go. Again, point being, there's a lot of crowd control on the red team, and Milio is a great pick to counter crowd control. Light side, looking at top lane's a pretty passive lane as well too. Malzahar just gonna be shoving waves. Ornn likely not to be able to get killed by Malzahar in really point, but could have a little bit of trouble in time farming. Quay realistically will probably be bullying Ahri most of the time, but once Ahri gets 6, he'll probably be able to get 6. But at top lane here, okay, Malzahar almost out of mana there, and yeah, looking at mid as well, yeah, Ahri having very, very significant HP low down there. But, you know, with good Essence Theft usage, she'll be able to get some HP back. Over top lane, yeah, Malzahar is completely out of mana though, so, you know, he's going to be looking for those last hit attacks. Oh, okay, Malzahar Malzahar, I can't talk. Nautilus lands the Q, but I'm not going to go for the exchange there. One missing his dash in there. Jungle Path things is going fine, of course. With our little Rift Scuttler, Trundle going into the enemy side jungle. Seeing if there's any leverage there. Okay, and bottom lane, Red Side snacks their first kill there. Killing the Milio and getting a safe recall there. Fortunately, the gold went to Nautilus. Hey, gold is gold. Take the advantage and set him back. CS same across the board there for the 80 carries. Of course, Smolder does have the 2 assist gold coming in from the invade, but you know, it's effectively even things out. Kai'Sa playing for the call again. So yeah, he's looking to hit that 3-item spike as soon as possible, and be the way to do it. Popping by in the mid lane there as well too. And yeah, Ornn stuck it out at the top lane because Malzahar, once he burns all his mana, that's pretty much it. You can't really assert any kind of threat, especially on someone with good HP regen and tankiness like Ornn. Dragon spawning now at 5-minute mark. Nautilus going to set up early with the pink in right behind the Brambleback Red Bush. And we're seeing Marine Land Trundle going down bot lane as well too. Looks like they're going to try make a deep push for the Nautilus. Nautilus flashes out, and they're not going to overextend there. See if they will retreat there. Amumu all the way at top side, though. With that probably is the green light for them to go for Dragon. Yep, blue team is going to go and search for Dragon here. Red team just pushing in the wave. But Amumu is going to take advantage by stealing the blue team's top side. So, if you know you can't contest the objective, take what leverage you can, get that information, and then make them pay for the decision that they're making. Of course, Dragon obviously going to be the most goal efficient thing to steal for this moment, but it's good on Amumu for taking advantage of knowing where Trundle is and clearing out his resources, because by the time Trundle comes up there, his whole top side is going to be gone, and that's the best way that Amumu could have taken advantage of that. That said, Nautilus roaming to the mid lane, trying not to let Hui get too comfortable. That said, Hui is looking very comfortable because he did get one of the kills in the invade and has a partially pointy CS wave, but Nautilus here getting a hook. Oh, and they just bonked. That's it. They're putting Hui in the grave right as I say that. With all three of them there. Oh, if Ahri can get the one last hit, but nope. Oh, does she get a tower? No, she does not. Trundle walks away with a sliver of his health there, but that's getting the first feat of warfare for the red team with the 3 kills. Very interesting back and forth momentum shifts here from both of these teams. Okay. Amumu hovering at the bottom lane, but blue team is retreating back pretty safely, you know. There isn't really much that the Amumu can overextend for there that would be worth anything. Alright, so W. Okay. Trundle looking to take advantage of Amumu's top side now that Trundle's own top side was taken. So let's see what he can leverage there. If Amumu is looking for that, or just kind of auto-passing here, we'll see in just a moment. Good pressure on bottom lane. Get a good chunk of damage there on the Smolder with the W. Okay, yeah, Amumu was looking for it. Gets the ult on the Trundle. Oh, flashes, and the Tears will claim Trundle after the flash, securing an even greater lead. Whoa. An extra kill lead on the blue team with 2 kills per red side. Hui's ultimate will not be enough to finish off Ahri, but Hui of course has really good range. Nah, he was going to take them both there at that point. Nautilus there to ensure that Hui doesn't get to step up too far. And now with Milio and Smolder up there, they are going to contest the grounds because they recognize that Amumu is likely to be there. But Amumu doesn't have the flash now. He's also out of mana. This guy is a sitting duck. Yep, they're going to take Amumu's, put him in the grave, and steal his grub. Sorry, buddy. Those belong to the blue team. Smolder ult going on the Malzahar. They popped the spell shield, but... Oh, and Trundle misses the pillar, unfortunately, so that's going to be that for that all-in, or attempted all-in up there. Ornn catches the Kai'Sa Ghost W. Is it enough to kill her? The Ghost is still going to keep her so much faster that Ornn just doesn't have the swiftness to keep up. But now Nautilus is back. He's probably going to get the auto first for the root. Okay. Kai'Sa gets the W. Q lockdown, yep, presses the R, and okay, yep, yeah, I think there was a little bit of an overcommitment there from Ornn, because Kai'Sa is going to take that to the bank, putting her on the board for the kill count. You know, you gotta be careful when you don't see people on the map overextending for a kill, especially when you didn't have very much mana. Kai'Sa had the ghost, you know. It probably would have been worth just stopping the commitment too early, or before going too far, but it is what it is. Red team's going to take that plate and recall safely. With the lane swap in effect, Smolder and Milio staying at the top lane there. Malzahar, of course, really good at shoving waves, so he'll probably be able to keep them in place for a good chunk of time. Dragon is up in less than a minute though, so we might see some rotations from the top side there. Ari goes for the flash, and oh, let's go! Amumu came in at that opportune moment before Marineland the Trundle could come in and make a play. 30 seconds on the Dragon Count. Nautilus is going down to prepare. Ornn will start to recall, but realize that, you know what, maybe I should probably stick around here. Clear the vision there. And is now just waiting patiently. Well, he's not here, but per se, Trundle trying to go for the Nautilus. Okay, Ornn is there as well too. Oh, Nautilus flashes out. He's like, you know what? You got two of you guys there. And Hwei was right around the corner as well too. Get me out. I'm not trying to be a part of that. But that's leaving Trundle here on the Dragon all alone. We're not sure if Baby Carry and Nimue can make it there in time. Trundle's taking a lot of damage here, but Amumu is there. Do they get the kill first? Oh, this is such a spaghetti. Oh my goodness! And Smolder takes it with the E on the Dragon. Oh, there's death back and forth here. Okay, Hwei and Kaisa blow for blow. And oh my goodness, yep, and Hwei falls to the Malzahar. Hwei TP. I don't think he did save his flash. Okay, but Smolder, yeah, he jumps over the wall, but there's no point overcommitting there. A lot of damage done in that fight, and that's going to give Malzahar more gold on the board as well too. We've got an almost 2k gold lead for the red team here. Things are getting interesting. 2 fakes for blue side though, so you know, that could end up costing them at some point. Our team was very, very close to getting that Drake there, but Amumu died just a smidge too early, and you know, they took advantage of that. But looks like another scrap situation at bot lane here. Trundle purchases the pillar on Ahri, goes for the chomp, and he does actually get her. Okay, looks like her ultimate was down. Nautilus, I don't think will be able to escape from this. Okay, Trundle with the double kill. Excellent rotation from Mr. Marineland. And then now he's gonna see if he can get any extra credit here. Check out the bottom side of the jungle. Oh, and looks like they want to go. But you know what? The damage isn't done yet. Walk in, bonk, chomp. See you later, Kaisa. Go back to the void. Top lane, you know, you gotta feel for poor boy Mr. Ornn here. Like, yeah, he's probably not gonna die to Malzahar, but at this point here, with the levels that are on him and the gold that's on Malzahar from those rotations earlier in the dragon fight, he's got a lot of damage here. Malzahar is also backed up by Amumu now. This is going to look like a really tough power dive situation here. Silence there. Ornn cannot press any buttons, and they're just going to take the kill and walk away. Ahri gets the ult on Hwei. Yep, okay, with the charm, that's it. Hwei is not going to get away. That character has no mobility at all. He has got some of the greatest range, great crowd control, great damage, great wave clear, but mobility is something that character does not have. And if you can pick him out, he is a sitting duck. Okay. Smolder back at the top lane. Smolder, of course, racking up lots of gold here with 2 kills, 6 assists, and 107 CS here at the 14-minute mark. Of course, when Smolder hits his Dragon Stack's power spike, of course, that is the ticking time bomb for the people on the red team, because it doesn't matter how beefy your Amumu is, doesn't matter how tanky your Nautilus is, when that execute threshold gets online, see ya. Okay, so they are really just picking out this Amumu here. A little bit of a greedy thing going into the jungle there, but it is what it is. Now with 4 of blue team on the top side of the map, see if they're going to do anything there. Otherwise, Nautilus coming in behind the Ornn, looking to make a play there. Oh, he waits patiently. After confirming the red bush does not have a ward in there. Oh, catches the dash with the Q, catches the flash with the ultimate from Nautilus, and they pick off that horn like it's no business. Oh, and they catch the teleport with all the Dredgeline Nautilus Qs on point. Excellent, excellent gameplay from PB Crescent there. Blue team is definitely not far behind, but these little tiny things are starting to add up for the red team for sure. Of course, you know, the dragon count is still something to keep in mind here. Of course, we're spawning in about 25 seconds. Both of them are still on the top side, so we'll see who decides to go rotate first. But it looks like they're going to be setting up for a tower dive situation here. Yep, with the trinket there, they're dropping the Herald. Malzahar is all but a goner here. There isn't a whole lot you can do. Yep, presses R, gets cancelled, and yep, walk away, take the tower, call it a day. And then Nautilus and Kaisa rotating to mid lane. Oh, barely misses the Q on play, but you know, Nautilus's Q, I'm known for its pretty forgiving hitbox, so I'm not gonna say it was okay, and are on the Lulu. But of course, more red team down there at the plot because blue team, of course, running a Herald into top lane, see if they can take that first thing. But of course, that's giving red their first pick on the board here. The blue team is okay with that though. They catch the Ahri out of the ult. If they can get this tower, they may even be able to take care of the inhibitor. But do they want to get the inhibitor early is another question, because of course that's going to force all the extra gold to be easier to get from the red team. But for the first time since the invade, I was about to say blue team takes the gold lead. Oh, they do. After the by the end of all those quick exchanges, they do by about 1,000. Okay, Smolder catches the slow on the Nautilus. He's over the wall with the ultimate. Does it catch him? Oh, come on. All right. Yep, Trundle with the rotation there. Kaisa also over the wall. Hits the blast cone with the flash. Okay. Smolder following, but I don't think he can do anything. Okay. Amumu may have sacrificed himself for the cause. Was it a good cause is another question, because I think Kaisa was out anyways. But you know what? Oh, you know, okay. He took someone with him. Kaisa is really starting to ramp up in the damage department here. She's out of mana though, and she won't be able to do enough damage before Smolder gets the kill there. And now Smolder 5-0 and 9. Very, very, very strong. You know, Kaisa's got gold too. They're both neck and neck for gold, but I don't know, with the comp that red team is running, Smolder, you gotta be careful. With that there, of course, 3 Drakes down here, 2 for the blue team, 1 for the red team, neck and neck for kills here. We've got Malzahar and Nautilus coming down to the Ornn. He's gonna look to do the Nether Graph. Yep, that's the ultimate there for Malzahar, and he is going to disappear to the Ahri Spirit Flames W. Foxfire, Spirit Flames, you know, same thing. Okay, yep, they get the root on Trundle. Oh, there comes the Smolder. Oh, is he gonna walk away from that? No, okay, yep. But catches the flash, and that's the big shutdown against the Trundle there. I mean, it looks like he's gonna walk away with his head in one piece. Again, big head, tiny shaft. But yeah, they're Ornn teleporting in here as well too. Of course, there's over 2 minutes till the next Drake, but supporting his team in case another skirmish happened there. But they were rotating up to see if they could catch Ahri before she recalled, but she is back to safety. Down in the mid lane there, of course, with that tower being down, Ornn looked like he was trying to be aggressive there, and they realized that, wait, Kaisa's got a lot of damage, and she's just gonna kill him, take him to the grave. having a bit of a rough go this game. Thankfully though, regardless how the high score is, you always have utility with this building faction. And then, you know, once it gets back here, it'll be a lot more looks like they're skirmishing over the Otacon down here. Hard to say it, red team pretty comfortably in the bush with their pink ward, so they know they don't have vision, but Amumu is going to be one-man ultimate there on the Trundle, and then of course with the Milio cleanse, that's not going to turn out the way that red team wants. And blue team is going to be like, thanks for all the hard work, guys. We're taking Otacon. See ya. And that's exactly it. Blue team getting the majority of the objectives this game, and it is really ramping up power for them. At this point, we have 40 seconds left for the 4th Drake spawns. And of course, last time, blue team opted to give it up for red team and just run the Herald top lane, take the inner turret early, and then the inhibitor turret as well too, which potentially in the long run will end up being more of a win for them, because sometimes it can be hard to get those inner turrets in the later of the game, so you get them early, and rotations are a little harder to come around by. You know, that can save them time later. They were smart to also not take the inhibitor early to change the way the waves were pushing. But 5 seconds here on the Drake, so let's see what we're looking at here. Hui completing his recall there. With the teleport not online though, he'll walk back all the way to Dragon if he wants to be there for the fight. And then they're all jumping in on the Amumu or in reversals with the ultimates. Both of the teleports are coming in. Marina catches the Nautilus there. Nautilus teleports in. Never grasp on the Trundle, but it's not enough. Oh, okay, but Kai'Sa does end up picking it up there. Oh, with the ultimate there, but she ults in and dies to Smolder. Ari gets the reset, so she is able to use the Spirit Rush out in time. Major moves for the blue team there. Oh, okay, Hui kills those Malzahar crabs, but that's about it. So he's gonna walk it back, and they're gonna go try to get their 3rd straight board here. Good damage, I don't believe. I mean, when the red team is rotating over fast enough time, they are going to just give it up. And eventually, oh, they possibly can get this to run. Yep, yeah, they are in fact still doing it. But you know, there's no kind of timely rotation to get them there in time. And blue team is going to take the 3rd Drake here. You know, all things considered, they actually did make it there faster than they could have. Because, and the shutdown on Emilio there. Kind of a sitting duck to the crowd control that they have on that team, but they end up saving him and taking Amumu down instead. The damage that is on the Trundle and Smolder, it's just a lot. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any Thornmail or Bramble anti-heal or anything. But oh yeah, and then they're taking out Malzahar. Okay. Blue team is answering. Kai'Sa looking to shove in the lane at top, but doesn't want to overextend here first of all too. And then Trundle taking advantage and taking a Amumu's bottom side jungle, takes the blue buff, takes the transporter, the Hextech out of there. And there's a soft reset right now. Of course, we're 24 minutes in though, so Baron's going to be on the table in about 30 seconds here. We're starting to see some rotations from Amumu, possibly looking to either ward it up. Oh, no, let's take some of those crush there. Milio and Smolder clearing out the chickens over there on the side there too. Nautilus goes over, gets the Q on Milio. Milio flashes, but gets hit by the ult. Kai'Sa is going to help as well too. All of them go all in for the Milio. Milio presses the ult before he dies. And Ari's going to Spirit Rush over the wall. Oh goodness, Kai'Sa does end up getting Kai'Sa kills the Smolder and gets away. Oh boy. big damage there with the suppression on the red side. Oh, this is a big deal. But Trundle is a very fast champion. Let's see if they get to catch up to him. Oh, with the Hex Gates, it looks like Trundle is going to escape safely there. But 3 kills for like 1 on the red side. And they match up the gold to the T. Literally 95.5. Okay, right when I say that, they snag a whole bunch more gold right there by the end of it. So we will see what pans out here. But, you know, all things said, Ahri has managed to get a bunch of kills now at this point as well, too. So, despite blue team having the extreme strength of Smolder and Trundle, blue team does have their strength in Kai'Sa with, she's hit her 3 item power spike here, 954 with 230 CS here, almost perfect CS at this point. Ahri with 156 CS and 7 kills as well. They are going to be coming in here to the Fwei, but Fwei barely catches out, gets out of there for succumbing to the Ahri farm. With the teleport in, the majority of the teams are in mid, aside from Trundle. Trundle going to reset right now as well, too. Dragon is going to be up in a minute, though. That is sole point for the blue team, so red does not want to just let that go sitting down. Wave clearing there in the middle lane. Oh, we've got a little bit of encounter there. Oh, the Trundle is okay. Yep. He's another dash there on him, and then oh yeah, okay. The backup is coming from both teams here, from an awkward jungle skirmish 1v1. Okay, that turns into 4 to 5 HP, but everybody except for Ahri's here. But Ahri's teleporting in. Smolder kills the Nautilus. Smolder kills the Amuru as well too. Like I said, Smolder is going to be able to shred all these tanks come the late game, and Trundle gets the kill on Malzahar as well. That's 3 for 1. This is an extremely competitive game.
They're not even like 1k gold apart? Oh, they are.
But now with that, they are they going to come through there? They are. Blue team now wanting to secure those objective leads as we scroll later into the late game here. Blue team does pop in, so red team did get this one by team here. Oh, of course they have their one before as well. There isn't anything they can do about there, and blue team is really preparing for their team. Will they be able to rotate down enough for the Drake, though? Yep, Ornn is walking down there. Same with Smolder, but red team did get their first price up there, so let's see if they're able to take advantage of that at all, or if it doesn't end up needing anything. Kai'Sa catches Smolder with W, but she's really low on mana. She won't be able to cast too much mana. Thankfully, with the gift build, she'll be doing okay. She's running that bundle. And the Smolder catches Nautilus there. Oh, this is getting so dicey. Smolder gets the Amumu as well too. Ahri, yes, the triple kill. This is what I was talking about. Once the game goes on long enough, that burn execute is going to make a huge difference, because you'll just bleed out until it's no more, and Smolder will put you in the grave and walk away like it's nothing. And with that as well, too, that is going to be Dragon Soul for the blue team. With the bot lane and pushing in the center, getting the inhibitor as well, too. They may be looking to push further here. Yeah, with 3 of them down and Moonless back in 3 seconds, they may even be able to take a Nexus Tower or 2. Depends how hard they're going to commit here. Ornn goes in. Oh, they're doing so much damage. And the Smolder execute at it once again. They do get the Nexus turret there. Okay. Their Tornado dies, they take the Nexus turret. And then after the Kai'Sa revive, that is going to be excellent. from the blue team, ending with an 8k gold lead. Incredible play from both teams. It was super competitive all the way down to the wire, but by the end, just those little tiny things again started to pack up for the blue team. Smolder eventually scaling online, all the dragon gold, and those little skirmishes that just slightly went over to blue team side. That said, as we go into the second game here, this is tournament point for the blue team. So if they win this one, that's it. But of course, if red team gets the job, then we're going to a game 3 as well. As we go into game 2 here, we're just waiting for the teams to draft out on the draft wall website. So I'm just going to mute temporarily here for a second, and we'll be back shortly as we get into the game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, yours. Is this one from Best Buy?
A summoner has disconnected.
A long time ago, but it's from Best Buy.
Yeah, because I think I bought the same one.
A summoner
Anyway, say hi.
has reconnected.
Hello, gamers. Welcome to Game 2 of the Grand Finals of our Round Robin Lethal Tempo 4 tournament. With Team Big Win up 1 game on the blue side. It is their match to take. If they take this game, that will be the end of the tournament and they'll be walking home with all of the prize money. But we're not gonna count out our other team with the competitors on Team Booty Eater putting in a very, very good fight last game. So we'll see how things pan out here. Much different draft across both teams. We are seeing the fabled Kog'Maw Lulu return from iconic League of Legends tournament history. And then his singed Terra. And wait, and Rain Jungle. Okay, alright, you know what? I clearly wasn't looking for a second because they're just... If they win this, I will be genuinely impressed. I could also be just trolling their asses off, but you know what? I respect the confidence. So we're gonna see how this pans out for them. Okay, Singe getting poked down like crazy with the flip there, but he flips, dies, doesn't even matter. Kog'Maw is just gonna take that kill and take Singe summoners and keep going on with his life because he is not in any bad position there. Sure, he had a flash, but it's a small price to pay. And little Tarek, not much range either. He can't do a whole lot there. With the Ivern top against Nasus, this was something that the Big Win team tried 2 tournaments ago at Lethal Tempo as well too. And to be honest, even though the Ivern particularly didn't really work out, they did end up winning the game. So, you know, okay, exhaust. All right, wait a second, Lulu. Oh no, but they're not gonna get the kill despite all of these hard commits coming in from the blue side to get these little kills. It's just not paying off. This, you know, extremely colorful team, for lack of a better word. To my foot.
That's I think we're good. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Nice. Yep, I definitely did not pull the mic off the table, but that's okay. Brand with the flash Q, and they are going to take a 3-0 lead on the red side. Interesting. Very interesting. I also realized that the Vayne jungle did die at some point. Warwick coming out to top, but he's not going to get anything against the Ivern. Oh, Ivern is doing so much damage! Ivern actually killed the Warwick, and Nasus has no mana. Oh my gosh, we're going to see an Ivern top 2v1? There's no way. Oh, the double flash! No, what is going on here? This is so... Yeah, okay, yep. With the glyph there, Nasus is gonna get the kill, but it was dicey enough, you know, if we saw an Ivern top 2v1, you know, I don't even know what I would say to that. So, looking at things down here, just gonna relocate the scoreboard a little bit so things make a little bit more sense at a glance. Okay, now the scoreboard looks a little bit more accurate to where the lanes are. Okay. We've got Vayne coming in bottom for the gank, it looks like. At least she's waiting in the try, sitting to see if she can bide her moment. They are going in. Vayne gets polymorphed, and I think that's going to be that. Yep, that's a very exciting gank there. Jace with the wave clear, but despite keeping up with Brand did get that kill earlier, which I believe was on the Vayne, so he is going to be behind in gold there. Oh, with the flash. Okay, they do actually get the Lulu this time. Oh, but Vayne is going to call it there. Okay, and Taric gets a kill there as well too, but the Warwick is just running him down. Singed can't really help him here. Yep. Despite them finally getting 2 more kills on the board, one of them was on Taric, and they gave an extra kill to Warwick there. Jace avoids the Brand Fireball. Okay. Top lane at a stalemate there. Nasus does have the level. Oh, okay. Yeah, he wasn't very much behind in XP. They're skirmishing around at Dragon here. Lulu. They cast the heal there to get a little more hardy. Jay's going for the all-in, and he does end up killing the Brand. Mr. Titty Lord is no more. Warwick now on a killing spree after killing the Singed there, but we are going to see the teleport in from Nasus, and Red is going to take the first drink as well. Okay, and Nasus with the Wither on Jace. Jace has no mana. It's going to be hard for him to escape from this. Nasus actually deciding not to commit there. I think he had his ult online. Realistically, he probably could have gone in for that. But with Jace's flash online, you never know how well they can track of timers, or if he just thought it was worth committing there. But the Taric is on his deathbed there, and he is just back in the grave. Kog'Maw getting online. We've all seen what a fed Kog'Maw Lulu duo looks like, and it is not pretty. Well, not pretty if you're on the receiving end of it. If you're the one playing it, it's fantastic. But that said, you know, the red team doesn't have a conventional front line like tanks as per some more traditional teams could have too. So it's not like they're trying to run through an Ornn or a Nautilus or Leona to get to the Kog'Maw. But of course Lulu does a great job of keeping it alive. That's the whole point. And with of course the interesting team comp from the blue side, of course, as well too. You know, the long-term payoff of what they're trying there, of course, you know, is up in the air. Brand unloading his whole combo on the Jace there. Warwick there, very close. Presses R. Jace gets the flash out though, and now maybe they'll look for a reversal. The condemn on the Nasus. Ooh, but you know, there's poison there. Okay, Jace. Jace. Jace! It sounded like Victor with how much I'm saying Jace. Okay. Gets the flip there. Oh, okay, okay. Jace looking to be the ray of hope for the blue team, the man of progress and tomorrow, as they say. Polymorph. And we're gonna see Taric and Saint return to the bottom lane there. Dane just doing her best. The other thing to keep in mind there is that, you know, even if you exclude Kog'Maw, Nasus is a ticking time bomb as well too, and Ivern just can't kill him. If he was going to do it, it was going to be at the early point in the game. The time for that has passed, and now Nasus is just strictly stronger at this point. So, even without mana, I would not be surprised if Nasus clears the wave quickly enough. He goes for the tower dive on Ivern, because I'm not sure there's a whole lot he can do. Oh, but Daisy is coming out there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 knock up there. Okay, yep. Good amount of damage. Okay, actually, you know, Daisy is doing a lot of damage to Nasus there. Nasus, is he not gonna turn around and press R? Yeah, okay, yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, dude, yeah. Realistically, he could have done that a lot sooner, even without flashing, but you know what? Maybe it's part of the bait. Okay, Brand and Warwick there on the Jace. Jace, good early purchase on the Hex Drinker when you're against Brand. You know, those burns can just whittle and dwiddle your HP away. With the Shock Blast. Okay, Nasus taking his recall there while Ivern teleports back to the top lane. Dragon is going to be up in about a minute now, though. So, let's see how the rotations go for that. All things considered, you know, Vayne does have more farm than Warwick, despite the gold difference between them in the health department. It could be worse. Okay, Singe does in fact walk away from the Kog'Maw Lulu. Nasus living his best life, emoting out there with a classic Z emote. Ha ha ha. Oh, yep, okay. Warwick and Brand are pathing down to the dragon there. Well, Warwick is, and I'm assuming Brand will fall asleep very shortly. With only vision on red side there, though. Let's see, they're going to take the Scuttler to get the vision there. Oh, Vayne's coming around the backside. They're going for the gank. Condemn, okay. The Taric ult comes off. But the Taric ult is over now. Warwick. Okay, they do get the Warwick, but they are not healthy. Kog'Maw is literally right-clicking them to death, and that is exactly what he'll do. Lulu with the ultimate there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know what? You're not running away from the Kog'Maw passive there. Kog'Maw gets the triple kill. 5, 2, and 4. He's already hit his Blade of the Ruined King power spike. It is going to be something that could cost Blue Team the game there. Despite all of that, there is only the 2k gold deficit there. And no one did actually go for the dragon. Okay, Ivern is actually just beating up Nasus there. Nasus is out of mana here. He's probably going to have to reset here shortly. Jace handling his own very well, though, at mid lane. If he gets the Shock Blast, he could go for the Hammer EQ. But Lulu comes in just in a timely manner to discourage Jace from committing to the all-in. Warwick still hovering around the bot side, as they do know the dragon is up there. Jace clears the wave, and then Brand looks to teleport back into the lane there. Let's see here. Warwick does have his ultimate online. Jace teleporting back mid as well too. Oh, okay, and then the flash onto the Kog'Maw with the flip. No, Lulu can't save him there. Lulu's actually like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. She flashes. Warwick ults. Blue team's rotations there were great. They're keeping track of Warwick's summoner. Sorry, not Warwick's. Kog'Maw's, and you know, especially with Lulu ult not online, or if it was online, it wasn't nearby enough to save him. Then yeah, they're gonna cut their losses there, give Blue Team the dragon, and the gold count inches a little bit closer. And oh, despite all that, Nasus bonking Ivern to the brink of his life, but the party tree man does walk away to recall another day. Nasus stepped up though. If he got the chance to use his glyph there at the end there, it would have been enough to kill him for sure. Vayne with a Triforce rush there, yep, of course. Machine after the tumble, always doing a good chunk of damage. Big head, tiny shaft is your go. That's awesome. He certainly does have a very good name. Depending on your perspective, I guess. Jace with the flash EQ, he does actually commit there, realizing that, you know what, Lulu isn't there to save him this time. And the Taric stun 3-man. Oh my goodness. Marine Land, oh my gosh. The Vayne jungle 4-3s past Warwick in gold. What is going on here? The Vayne jungle triple kill. Oh my goodness. If you are on the red team, you are probably not feeling the greatest about the jungle Vayne popping off right now, but you know what? Sometimes reality is a little frustrating, and that's the reality we're living on for the red team. Blue team taking that gold and walking away with it. In the grand scheme, Singed is able to run down into the immobile Kog'Maw to get those flip picks as well too, as long as he has the HP for it. So, you know, it is again a protect the cog kind of comp. And if you can't protect the cog, then dude, jungle Vayne, it's they're they're just showing the works. Okay, yep, Warwick ult there with the infinite duress, but Ivern flashes over the wall, but he's got all of red team on his butt. But Ivern's got really long legs. He's a basketball player, you see, and he has got a very good posture as he dies horribly. Goodbye, Ivern. We won't remember you. That said, Jace, the creator of Hextech, going to run down this zombie Titty Lord, but Titty Lord walks away comfortably. Red team gunning down the top side tower there, evening out towers on the top side there. Let's see, we've got Taric and Singed down there. I don't think they'd make any crazy aggressive play against Nasus, but I could be wrong because they got the confidence and the balls to run Taric Singed bottom lane. And that makes a difference between whether their entire team makes money or not. So they, you know, to say they're confident is an understatement. Okay, we are seeing all of the red team rotating down here with the dragon up in about a minute. You know, it's still going to take a little bit of time. Nasus splashing out there. He has no mana. He can't take this fight with all of red team there, though. Oh, Vayne getting stunned by the branch. She can't go to finish that. Is she going to go try to kill the Kog'Maw? She is, but Kog'Maw flashes out. Jace will not be. Oh, Jace does end up killing Kog'Maw before being taken down by the Lulu. This is a really sketchy fight there. Blue team has got to get out of there before worse things happen. It is a 2-for-1 there. Of course, they did not have a buff Corel, our legendary Ivern top. It's not Miles this time. It's Miles' Miles' revert talent. But I could be tripping. I'm pretty sure Miles' revert talent, but you know, for reference, this won't make any sense to you, but Vayne is not a jungler. They're doing like, blue team is doing like a unconventional team in every regard except for Jace mid.
It's like a enjoying greed comp.
Yeah, I mean that's one way you could put it. Vayne's jungling, Singed is AD carry. Ivern's top. It's yeah, they're living their best life.
And they're fucking even.
Yeah, the game started as terribly as you can imagine, but you know, they're rotating well. Jace was the one person that was winning his lane well, and he's carried that really well. And then Singed and Taric eventually did start to get some picks on the Kog'Maw. Okay, we're seeing a teleport in from the Nasus. Let's see here, now with the Drake up, it's at 50% HP. The Taric ult does not go off in time. Oh, this is getting sketchy here. Blue team. Oh, they are going to. They do shred it. Okay, Jace and Vayne. Jace and Vayne with the massive gain. Oh, Vayne, you're gonna die to the Kog'Maw passive. We see the double ace. Oh my gosh. Everybody's dead and the dragon lives. Okay. That is awesome. You love to see it. You don't see one of those every day, but with a Kog'Maw passive in a team fight with everybody scuttled all together there, you know, that is beautiful. Vayne was just like, yeah, you know what? Take the wheel, Kog'Maw. Take me to a bloody, buggy death. That said, they're just locking right back in. That Dragon and Otacon are both sitting there now, and both of those teams want their hands on that juicy, juicy gold from one of our jungly riverborn creatures. Okay, with the Lulu all popping early on Warwick there. She won't be able to use it to save Kog'Maw now, but Kog'Maw bursting down Jace and Singed. Oh, Warwick gets the flash with the catch on Ivern as well, too. Oh, red team is just making short work of the blue team. They're like, all right, guys, you may have got out this time, but I mean, or last time, rather, but not this time, because you're packing. Vayne, go back to the jungle. We're taking all the gold, 4 of your bodies, and we're going to walk away smiling, because that's just that. Otacon and the second Drake for the red team with a 3k gold lead now. They're going to see... oh, yeah, no. Warwick is going to go hunt for the Vayne. Vayne definitely a little far extended there with the flash Q, and Vayne is not going to be seeing the light of tomorrow. Excellent flash from the brand. I'm surprised Vayne wasn't holding Condemn on to react to that. Obviously, there's kind of a bit of a cast time, but Warwick walks away there. Okay, Jace scouts, Pink Ward, Vision Ward, if you will. Singed dancing around, clearing the wave. Overall, pretty passive gameplay right now. We've got Baron spawning in just under 2 minutes there. You know, red team with a sizable lead right now, but you know, it is still not impossible for blue team to win. And if, again, I'll say if they pull it out with this team comp, they are definitely cementing themselves in the history books of some kind of legend. I don't know what legend it is, but they they deserve the accolades for this team for sure. That said, you know, it is like 11 o'clock, and I do want to go and get home at some point and have a nice sleep. So, you know, but at the same time, you know, as much as you know, 2-0 and a handshake is good for timeliness, we also want to see a banger grand finals here, and these two teams are making it very, very entertaining for sure. Nasus narrowly getting away from the Condemn after the flash. Also, Nasus is definitely becoming a large threat there. Of course, Vayne doing a very good job at shredding Nasus, but Wither does push shut down all the KD characters with the Infinite Duress from Warwick. Ooh, they do kill the Taric there. And the Singed as well. Oh, Jace does get the snipe with the Shock Blast on Warwick there. Will he try to get Lulu as well? Oh, red team is all going up. They're going to hunt for that Ivern. They hate trees. They are going to go cut down that tree. Dude, I'm so tired. That is, yeah, alright. Whatever, man, dude. I say that, but and then my commentary was that was just such an awful thing to say that Warwick just got to, or sorry, Ivern just got to walk away for free, and now Jace is gonna pay the price because Jace is out here in the foreign parts of top lane, discovering Hextech in the bush here, but there's no Victor, so he doesn't complete his experiment and dies alone. Very sad. The arcane multiverse you didn't know you needed. That said, with Jace in the grave, all of red team is up. They can look towards clearing out Baron. The slight miss on the Taric stun. Oh, they've got the numbers here, and Singe is not with them here after the suppression. I don't know how much damage they'll be able to do here. It's getting really dicey. Yep, okay, and then Taric goes down, and Singe goes down too. Vayne does end up taking Warwick down, but all of the damage is caked onto Vayne as far as a long-term team fight. Jace can, you know, do his burst, do his poking, but after he uses his all-in or his poke, he does have the cooldowns for a bit and can't contribute as much despite how strong and much gold he does have. It will eventually come the time that, you know, Singe is going to have to try to get those picks on the Kog'Maw if he wants to be able to provide that value to the team for his pick. Dancing around the ward there. Okay, Dragon has spawned here. Let's see if red team will be able to secure themselves that third Drake, or blue team will even it up here. You know, of course, there's always this fight 50-50, but oh, whoa, double. They're trading flashes here. Oh, Taric ult not getting off too quick. Oh, it came off, but at a point here where they weren't able to capitalize on it. And now Nasus is here, coming up from the rear with the fear from Warwick. Jace falls, and Taric falls. Ooh, this is not good if you're a blue team fan right now. Big Win needs to figure some things out if they want to get that big win. Otherwise, they're looking like big lose. But they are up a game as well, too. So they can afford to do more, you know, questionable gameplay. And red team is taking that Baron there, securing. They're almost lapped them. It's almost a 10k gold lead at this point. It will be very difficult for blue team to make this comeback here. Not impossible, but they have to make some really good decisions. They have to get these picks on the priority targets there. Nasus and Kog'Maw are these late game monsters, and as we approach the 30-minute mark, that is exactly where we're headed. After the resets here, of course, all the main objectives are down, so we will be seeing some side laning and farming until they decide to group for an objective or if they look for a pick. Of course, the inner turrets on both teams are still available across all the lanes except for top lane did lose its inner turret, so that could do a little bit of pinpointing of where they want to go next. Really doing a great job of scouting out vision for the red team as well too, with an 80 vision score to Taric's 50 as well too. Obviously, of course, you know, she's gonna have more presence just due to the nature of the winning team there, but we're starting to see a skirmish at top lane with a matching teleport there coming in from the Brand. Warwick with the infinite duress there. There is no stun there that's going to save them. With the Taric ult coming out there at the very end, it's just not enough. There's too many people, too much damage. Jace does get the one kill. Wait, no, he doesn't. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. He took a tower. But, you know, for that one tower is 2 kills and the tower going to be worth that trade. Because Brand is there, he was able to match Jace. Jace wasn't even able to get the inner tower, or sorry, the inhib tower as well too. Now red team is just going all in. They're going to take the turrets. They're just, you know what? We're done with this. Let's go to game 3. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to game 3. A very, dominant performance by the end on red team. They clap back and they clap back hard. Incredible gameplay from both of these teams here as we go into the final game of our tournament today at Lethal Tempo. We will get the draft wall up for our competitors.
One.
1-1.
Yep. They are pulling through it, man.
We're just doing the draft wall in just a moment for the final game. The teams will be taking their quick bathroom break for a minute before we get started. I'll just mute here. We'll be back when the game starts.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
I think we're good. Yeah.
Nice. Okay guys, welcome back to Lethal Tempo 4. We are looking at the final game of the tournament here, with the score being 1-1 in the grand finals here of the round robin, of course. We are, of course, I don't know if, for people that missed the last game, we got to see an extraordinarily flavorful team comp coming in from Big Win. But after that very dominant performance from the the opposing team Booty Eaters, you know, they're bringing their A game this time. We're seeing the more traditional role placements here and everything. We've got the Warwick jungle, Victor mid, Cho'Gath top, with the Jinx and Lulu at the bottom lane here, as opposed to, of course, the Singed AD carry and Vayne jungle we saw from last game. This looks to be a little bit more competitive in mind. I mean, to be fair, they started off pretty strongly not strongly per se, but the mid game was pretty even, and they actually had a lead for a small period of time too. But anyways, back to the final game here. With the blue team Big Win, we've got Taliyah at the mid lane, K'Sante top, Kayn in the jungle, with Milio and Smolder in the bottom lane. So excited to see how this pans out here. Similarly, the the red team is definitely going to have some late game strength on their side with Smolder and Kayn. However, proportionally so, blue team has Cho'Gath and Jinx as a late game monsters as well. So both teams will be having threats across the game there. The early game, you know, Warwick is a much stronger of a champion than Kayn is, so we'll see if he can assert any dominance there. Taliyah putting a lot of early pressure in on Victor as well too. But Warwick is coming in, pushing Taliyah into a bad spot with the fear and the auto, and Warwick is going to take the first blood for the blue team. Now Kayn is being pushed out from Lulu. Okay, they've got a bit of a jungle skirmish going on there, but it looks like everybody is going to walk out with their lives in this case here. Lulu, a bit of a risky spot, but it doesn't look like the Reds team is willing to step out on the odd chance that Warwick came out to get them once again. Top lane, after Cho'Gath misses his Q, you know, a lot of his damage output goes down. And K'Sante is no stranger to having long extended trades that benefit him. Oh, flashes that? Okay. And he does end up tanking one tower shot too many there. And he's going to make that an even trade for both of the top laners. He may have cancelled his auto there or just delayed it. It's kind of hard to tell. Bot lane is looking a little sketchy in this fight here, though. Jinx does take a tower shot for it, though. Warwick is standing nearby, and red team does not know it yet. Oh, but he does show himself early there instead of waiting. Interesting decision there, but, you know, got a little bit antsy. It's been a long day, and it's the final game, so... With the reset there, we've got Kayn just farming away here. He's just got to get some gold on the board so we can get that initial back, get some items to get some form points. I would imagine here, if you're Kayn, you probably want blue form. Given there's a Smolder there, you just want to be able to... Or sorry, I mean Jinx. You're going to want to be able to scout her out there. But red form is good into Warwick and Cho'Gath as well too. So, you know, I mean, Kayn's just a brilliant champion, of course, overall. Fits into most team comps in a lot of different ways. Ooh, flashing in from Kayn, but I don't know if Kayn's going to be able to get this. They're committing really hard for this, and that is going to cost Marineland his life, giving the feats of warfare up for the blue team. That's twice now that they have committed to diving Cho'Gath, and they kill him, and they give Cho'Gath gold in the process, and Cho'Gath is going to scale. And, you know, as we talked about earlier, as I talked about to myself, because I'm talking to myself, because, you know, that's just what's going on here. Cho'Gath is going to get really strong. So, you know, but that said, we saw earlier in the day, Smolder, again, we saw what happens when Smolder reaches the late game. Doesn't matter how tanky you are, he shreds those tanks. Viktor getting the level 6 before Taliyah, but they trade flashes, and it looks like it's just going to be a walk-away situation there. Cho'Gath looking to do that exchange early and against K'Sante there, but Cho'Gath doesn't have any summoners here now, and Kayn is coming back. He's like, okay, you may have gotten away once here, but I'm not letting it happen again. Wait, he let it happen again. Never mind. Okay, awesome. Cho'Gath did walk away. Our you know, angry little crab god under the bed does walk away with his tendrils, I guess you want to call them, intact. I don't know. In any case, we're seeing the double TPs back in mid lane and top lane. Kayn still hanging out on the top side. He's taking advantage of Warwick's jungle. Warwick down there at the bottom side, though, they're looking to make a play on Smolder. Smolder's like, screw that, I'm flashing, go away. Warwick, Arcane is over, you're not relevant. Goodbye. I say that, but you know, Jinx is right there, so. Okay, but no, it's not the same thing because Jinx is just a poster girl for this game, so. Lulu with the flash in on the polymorph, and they do actually end up securing the kill on Smolder, recognizing that because he took his flash earlier when Warwick was down there, they can afford to make the risky play there, because with the polymorph, of course, Smolder can't fly away, and he's just forced to eat the Gatling gun to the face, and Jinx will take that and put her score on the board, as she's got her cull ramping up there as well too. Gold is coming in at a rapid pace for Jinx there compared to Smolder, which is he's down significantly less than half of her CS. No cull on the board. Countdown for the extra payout. No kills. He's in a tough spot. And Kayn once again going up for Cho'Gath. They just do not like Cho'Gath here. And this time he is sure that he wants to put Cho'Gath in the grave. And this time K'Sante does kill him there, getting another kill for the red team. Of course, Kayn trying to see here after that kill if they can take the grubs there, but the Jinx ult coming in, taking one, and now Warwick is right there. Let's see if Kayn can stall that with his ultimate, or if Warwick will just auto him, and that'll be that. Oh, he has to use the ult to stay alive, but Viktor and the rest of the blue team rotates. Okay. There was no rotations from the red side. All five of blue team rotated up to get that scuttle, and that did make the difference as they kill the jungler, kill the top lane, and they're going to take those grubs and walk all the way down. Because you know what? As I said before, Jinx can afford it. She's a rich bitch. She has so much more CS than Smolder, and even after those extra 2 waves and maybe the extra plate gold down at bottom lane, like, you know, the amount that they got from the 2 kills and the grubs is probably going to make more of a long-term thing there. And they're also going to get some plates at top lane too, so they're not even really losing the plate goal. It's more of just a trade a different location. But Jinx is being stunned under the turret, and she took 3 tower shots because she walked backwards, so that's unfortunate, but see you later, Jinx. Lulu is going to walk away there. Cho'Gath covering for bottom lane and making sure that CS doesn't go to waste and the bot lane doesn't get free reign on the tower for too long. Viktor is hexing up at mid lane, farming as Taliyah wanders back into the lane there. Taliyah does have the 15 CS advantage on Viktor, but you know that 16 CS is basically equivalent of a kill anyways too. So, you know, it evens out as well too. Viktor does have the assist gold as well too, so he's overall in a bit of a better spot gold wise. Q, Cho'Gath does miss the Q there. Jinx uses the zap, but Smolder is going to walk away after the Dragon's Flight. And nothing is going to go on there. They're going to walk out unscathed. No resets from the bottom lane on the red side, though. They're gonna stick out their turret there. They still got plenty of turret plates.
Like, but if we did this
Okay, with the K'Sante ult there, and then Warwick is gonna ult as well too. They're just trading. Oh, K'Sante, yep, after the ult out, he is definitely going to out damage the Warwick. But now he's got to deal with Cho'Gath. But you know what? K'Sante does a lot of damage, and Cho'Gath can't seem to land these Qs on K'Sante. K'Sante now having his triple Q there with the Nefoto strike. The thing is the longer these trades go, you know, Feast comes online. Yep, K'Sante recognizing that, flashing out before he can get in the execute threshold. He probably was right there, to be honest. Oh, but now, of course, HP regen coming into effect here with the Doran shield as everything as well too. He's the Q, but it's not going to do any damage. And Cho'Gath is going to retreat with red team claiming their first Drake as well too, uncontested, as Warwick just decides, you know what, we can't rotate for it. Let's just clear jungle and get what we can. But now Taliyah flanking with her ultimate there on Viktor. And Viktor is all alone, no Jace to save him today, and he is dead. Unfortunate for Viktor Von Hex. We're going to see the Mega Death Rocket from Jinx stopping the recalls, making sure they waste extra time. Because you know what? There isn't any objectives up for a little bit there. They can afford to just use the ult there, delay the red team, and then Jinx's ult will probably be up by the next time they have a skirmish anyways. Using those global ultimates in that smart way is really important as they rotate all up for K'Sante. K'Sante with the shield. Oh my goodness. Oh, if you are a blue team fan, you are probably a little frustrated at that because K'Sante had every right to die there and he just lives. Kayn has definitely put tons of pressure on top lane this game. He wants to make sure that K'Sante gets ahead and Cho'Gath doesn't, but I say that and Cho'Gath walks away once again. He's the Cho'Gath who lived. That said, we've got some deep dives going on in the bottom lane. They're past the second turret there. Taliyah rotating over as well too. See if they can come in and help, but Jinx does get the kill right in time for the Get Excited reset though. It doesn't matter because Viktor is going to come here, press R, and watch Smolder blow up. Oh, and then the rotation from Warwick as well, too. 3 of them down for the count there, and the gold count evened up just like that. And they're also going to take what I believe is the first tower of the game here. Yep, with that tower there, the gold shifting over to blue side very slightly with a 1k difference. Again, Kayn comes up. He just hates this Cho'Gath. This is like the 6th time he's been up there. And you know what? Yeah, you know what? Like Cho'Gath, he's a sitting duck. And you know, if he wants to funnel that gold into K'Sante, which is a very mobile, tanky, and a strong champion, you know, he's investing in the right way. Viktor, of course, is able to play relatively safe as well, too, with his far range. So, you know, he doesn't require as much help in that regard as well, too. Bot lane had the lead for pretty much the entire laning phase as well, too. So it's understandable that he would invest there. Because, again, with Jinx and Lulu having that lead there, you know, it is a little bit harder if Kayn walks in there and Smolder and Milio just kind of fall apart. And then, you know, you're just risking giving gold because Kayn does have about the most gold on the team there. Oh, with the all out there, nope, he is going to walk away. Oh, but nope, he's got the pull there. Okay, wait a sec. He misses the Q, but he's going under tower. You're going under tower against Cho'Gath. You are so greedy. Kayn was not there this time to save you, my friend. I respect the attempt, but there was greed with a capital E there, my friend. You know, there's a lot of situations there that it only worked out because of the 2v1 pressure that Kayn and K'Sante were able to pull out. Not that K'Sante wasn't holding his own, but that greed has been exemplary across the game there, as 2 of Cho'Gath's early kills weren't because of solo killing K'Sante, it's because K'Sante and Kayn really wanted to kill Cho'Gath, and they were okay getting themselves killed in the process. But that said, K'Sante coming in here. We've got a big skirmish in the mid lane with the polymorph there. Talia is calling it dust. With Familio, oh, it doesn't even matter. Jinx is getting excited, and she's going to get that triple kill there. Gunning down there when she's got the Gatling gun. Of course, ever since Jinx's passive became able to stack, she's become a hyper carry in every single sense of the word there, and her DPS is unmatched there with 3 kills for Jinx, a kill for Cho'Gath, and 1 for probably Victor. That's a 5 for nothing. Blue team is like, all right, guys, we gave you the Vayne jungle, we gave you the Sin JD carry, but now you're giving us the money. So pack it up here. They're going to take that middle tower there and then reset here likely after the Rift Herald, as Dragon is going to be up in 20 seconds there. Jinx looking to take the blue buff from them as well too. Let's see if they rotate down in time or if that's going to be the trade-off that they make for the jungle dragon here. That blue team does have the scuttle vision there. Cho'Gath, you got some damage on the turret there. The wave will not be able to clear it in time though, but you know, actually, you know what, realistically, you probably could have walked up and just done 1 auto. Cho'Gath does not have TP, neither does K'Sante, so if there is a dragon skirmish, neither of these two top laners are going to be waddling down for that. Jinx poking out with Zap. Kayn deciding, you know what, let's go clear some vision. But Lu is going to walk up polymorph. Warwick is going in position as if he's looking for the infinite duress, but decides to walk away there as the top laners scrap it out down there, going back down to the dragon fight. They're poking, both teams trying to wrap around to catch each other off guard, but they had the exact same idea. But now Victor enters the fray. And then with the Jinx ult, I'm not sure who Jinx was trying to hit there because there was nobody in the execute threshold there. Oh, Kayn ultimate. He gets in, but he's in a bad spot. He's fleeing after the Warwick Fear, gets the knockup, dashes in, and he's gonna get punished for that. Jinx needs 1 kill to get excited and clear all 3 of them, but she's gonna back off there, doesn't want to take the chance. I say that she steps up just in case someone got greedy, but you know what? She's good. She realizes they are going to take the win, take the Drake. There's no need to give an extra 350 gold shutdown to what could be Smolder, what could be Talia. Just take the small wins. They do add up over time because they're going to get that Drake anyways, and they still got the Kayn kill. And K'Sante just, you know, waddling down Cho'Gath slowly but surely. Oh, but Cho'Gath does land the Q this time here. It's an interesting battle of attrition here because both of these champions do have that long-term fighting power. Cho'Gath, of course, having that, you know, inevitable execute, but K'Sante having way more mobility, more DPS, just a stronger champion overall in lots of different scenarios. But Cho'Gath's scaling power is very unparalleled when it comes to tanks. So we're also seeing, oh, his best buddy Kayn, the Kayn and K'Sante double trouble dream team is here again, and Cho'Gath's nightmares have returned. Our poor Slugma walks away. Oh, with an incredible flash, he walks out. He's like, see ya later, homie. You got friends, but I got speed, so see ya. Great movement from Cho'Gath there.
Basically, a control.
And now we're reaching the point where Otacon will be spawning up in about 30 seconds as well too. Let's see if either team decide to go and put priority on that as well too. Yeah, great juke. Oh, Talia going. They want to cut out Victor. Victor flashes. Let's see, he's got to be able to juke the Kayn knockup, but he's in a really bad spot there. Oh, with the Jinx ult, maybe they can turn and kill. Oh, he kills the Talia with a great reversal. You know what? Trade for the 1-for-1. Great shot from Jinx. Jinx, since she participated in that kill, she is going to get the assist to get excited, but she can't go that far. She will get reversal if it comes too far. But she does have Warwick with them. With the 2 of them, honestly, they are probably strong enough to kill all 3 of them there. but depends how far they want to go for that. And you know what, realistically, they could just take the 2 towers. Cho'Gath takes mid. Jinx can probably take bot tower as well if she focuses on it. Jinx's ramping attack speed obviously doing really, really good at that. Oh, we're looking a bit of a skirmish. Okay, the Milio ult coming in with the Smolder ult. Mom. And then Q. Okay. Knock up from Red Kayn there. Walking out there as we're going to see the Victor teleport in. Oh, this is looking dicey. Oh, the zap pops in. Warwick and Pinterest over there. Are they going to be able to get Smolder before he gets out? And Jinx does get the reset there. Jinx is on par to wipe the entire team, and that should be... Oh, Jinx, you messed up. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait a second. There was a little bit of greed. Jinx didn't... She had 1 second hesitation, and it costed her, because in this game, you cannot hesitate. You have to commit. When it's... No hesitation. A big part of being able to commit to these plays as a team is to make sure everybody's on the same level. They all kind of went in, but then they weren't sure if that was, you know, worth committing to, and then it all fell apart for them there. And then the 3 kills that they just got were matched by 3 kills on the other team. And let's not say, you know, they still have a 3k gold lead, or 2k gold lead, but, you know, that adds up. Every little tiny mistake is a point in the other team's basket. And now with Dragon being up in 1 minute here, is this going to be Red Team's opportunity to even out the Dragon count, or is Blue Team going to pick it on their soul point? We'll see very shortly. Most of Red Team aiming to group up for mid lane. Kayn doing his final recall before Dragon there. With the last blue buff lingering there, Talia will probably go pick it up there in just a second. Hearing vision from Lulu there. Whoever gets the scuttle is going to be much more beneficial scenario. Jinx wants it. Oh, but that was the thing. Jinx overcommitted for the scuttle. I don't think she got it. Nope. She didn't get it, and she died, and she didn't get the kill. And that was the biggest shutdown on their team. And oh boy, and then Lulu dies right after her. This is how it starts. Like I just said, they dominoed under the tower, or the middle tower, and then they dominoed at Dragon, and now it's going to cost them Dragon, and then now Red Team is going to match them in the Dragon count, and they no longer have soul point advantage.
It's the little things, folks.
And then now, Talia goes for the ult, catches Warwick with the knockup on there. Now Victor is in a tough spot there, but you know, Victor's pretty powerful on his own, but he can't have it. He doesn't got an army of corpse people like in Arcane. He's just gonna get breathed on by Smolder. Smolder's calling Mom, and Mom's taking him down. Okay, Cho'Gath is going down as well too. This is the momentum slide after that overly confident tower dive. It's just crazy how the momentum can just shift. Oh, you know, good attempt from the Jinx ult there. It definitely could have stolen Otacon. It didn't, but good awareness. You always like to see people with global ultimates using them to the best of their abilities there. And now we're reaching the 24-minute mark, so Baron will be spawning in just... Okay, yeah. We did not get Rag Games. That said, Jinxie, the scuttle wasn't worth it, fam. It was a domino there. But to be fair, actually, you know what? Jinx also was the culprit diving up there under the tower as well too. So, committing to these decisions initially as a team, but that is the first kill in about 5 kills for the Red Team that Blue Team has managed to nickel over onto their side. So, you know, they're not going to go down without a fight. And they still do have a bit of a gold lead there. They still got 2k despite the big momentum shift that's happened lately. Okay, Jinx. It's just Jinx and Lulu there, you know. Jinx has more range than anybody on the enemy team there. But it's easy to get overzealous there. Cho'Gath with the rupture. Doesn't land anything. Oh, knock up over the wall, and that was Jinx, but they are not going to commit to it because it's just the two of them there. Now joined by Milio. We are reaching that point where we're reaching those level 16 champions now. Victor. Same thing with Cassandra. Outside again with the Baron up here. Looks like the two neither of the teams are trying to focus on it right now. Taliyah ults in, blocks off the lane there. Oh, are they going? Nope, they're just clearing vision, it looks like right now. But all of the red team is grouped up there. It does look like they want to go commit for that Baron. Cho'Gath is still at bot, but Cho'Gath should have the teleport available here. Ooh, Warwick and Victor collapsing on Cassante as he gets stunned and he gets infinite duress there. He's gonna ult over the wall to try and make some juke, but the polymorph there. Heal? Oh my gosh, and that was extremely clutch. I have no idea, he has no business being alive right now, but Cassante is gonna walk out of there. The Hugify on Warwick. Warwick is going to fall somehow, some way. Blue team does end up being the team that's dominating. They had everything in their hand. And now it's all falling apart for them. And Cho'Gath, he got the one tower, but now Taliyah is down there as well too. And Smolder gets a kill on Jinx, and they're gonna get the Baron off of that as well. And just like that, if they get this Baron, or rather when they, and even the Cho'Gath solo kills the Taliyah because she teleported in at such low HP at this point. Cho'Gath is contemplating whether it was worth committing to the inhib or not. But with the death timers there, he decided to back it off there. And now the red team has officially passed the blue team with the gold lead. Monumental comeback from red side. Depending on your perspective. A bit of a opportunity thrown from the blue side as well too, but again, their carry is still online. Jinx, despite, you know, getting caught out and dying a couple times, she still has gold. Jinx is still Jinx. She'll still right click you to death with her Gatling gun, and she will just blow up the entire team. If she gets to get excited, passive stack, she will run down the entire team, and there's nobody that can out DPS her. Now we're getting into a bit of a feisty scenario here. All of both teams here are huddling around this dragon because now they're even points here. Neither of them has the edge, but both of them want there. Oh, with the polymorph there, Taliyah is just going to get destroyed. Lulu with a very small bit of HP there. Kayn about to die, but he gets the ult off in time. And oh, but this time blue team is actually, oh, this is a really sketchy fight. Actually, it's really hard to say where this will go. Cassante does end up taking to them there if Cassante can get to Victor. The Victor's kiting him incredibly well. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was wild. Victor narrowly surviving there. Extremely bloody fight, but blue team does come out on top in there. And they're gonna take that dragon to make it 3 points for blue side there. They were like, okay. You guys may have bounced back with like that 3k gold deficit and now we're even, but we're taking the gold lead back and we're taking that dragon. And you guys are gonna be under soul point pressure now. So you can't afford to screw up. Taliyah ulting down, Cho'Gath with the Q, catching her out there and going to walk away happily. Theoretically. Yeah, looks like Tuya is going to go down to look for Victor. Victor is just going to retreat and recall. At this point here, there aren't any objectives up immediately, so both teams will be looking to clear waves, get some gold, make sure they're pushing in the right directions. But that said, we do see 4 at mid here, so they may be looking for a pick of some kind. Lulu is overextended, but she does get the blast going and get out of there. Victor and Warwick recoupling at the literal, like, almost the same frame. It was just perfect if you just happened to be looking at the minimap at that time. Okay. Now we've got just about 2 minutes left for Baron to spawn. Something that, well, you know, we haven't talked about in a little bit. We are reaching that point where Smolder should have his dragon practice stats online now or very shortly. Jinx using the ultimate to disrupt Kayn, or was just trying to snipe at the Emilio. No, yeah, one or the other. Chat, the beefiness of Cho'Gath and Warwick could go falling down here. Oh, they're getting a very, very good pick on Talia. I don't know if it counts as a pick when Talia just kind of ulted into them. Jinx with the flash. Oh my goodness, barely does not kill the Kayn. And now it's kind of a spaghetti scenario, but Jinx was able to take out Smolder and Talia, and Smolder is completely necessary for bringing down the blue team's tanks. Sante trying to waddle his way out there. But I think he's gonna make it out. Doesn't matter how many shields and dashes you are, 4 people is just better than 1, man. And Emilio and Kayn are gonna get out of there. And blue team is going to take that 2 fights in a row there, despite the, you know, as red team edges closer and closer, blue team is getting their act together for sure. I say that as, you know, maybe a slight overextension is going to cost them. Oh, but Lulu comes up with a save here. Gets the Hugify, and Warwick gets to flash out, but Talia is coming around for the flank with the flash knockup, and they're going to pick Warwick, and they're probably going to get Lulu as well here too. Double kill. And it's just like that. It just shows how close to the game this has been and continues to be. Both teams just fighting to hold on to an advantage for just even minutes at a time. But now we're going to see a play for the Baron. With 3 of the blue team down, now is the best possible time for red to be taking Baron. They don't have their jungler, they don't have their mage, they don't have their peel for their Jinx. Jinx has so much damage, but she's alone. She has no one to save her. And Kayn will walk through the entire team, kill specifically Jinx, and that's all that he needs to do, really, to guarantee they win the team fight at that point. Is it even a team fight if it's a 2v5? I don't know, but point is, Jinx is dead, and that means they get Baron. But at the same time, Jinx did delay them long enough for Victor and Warwick to spawn, so you know what? That might have been the difference for whether the blue team can make a play for this or not. Jinx is the carry, but it's not like Victor is a slouch in his own mind. He's still got 220 CS, 6 kills, and Rabadon's online. Warwick is kind of going in there very balls deep on his own, and Smolder is going to punish him for that. Ooh, and then the K'Sante. Oh, look at that! You know, it looked really good for blue team there, but then Smolder, bonk, 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 3 executes in a row, and they are going to take 3 of the team down, and the Baron here, unless Lulu was crazy, but Lulu was crazy in a different way. Like the, hey, I'm going to forfeit my life, not going to make a insanely clutch play. But you know, I respect the attempt. At that point, you're the only one alive there. You won't be able to clear much waves or anything on your own. If you know, we've all seen those, you know, those miracle Ezreal or Zed Qs over a wall, stealing a Baron, stealing a dragon. It can happen, and I respect the attempt. That said, here, red team wants to take this dragon, and they're going to do exactly that. And you know what? It's just every single thing. Red team has matched blue play for play, and now begun to exceed them. And now it's a 4K gold advantage for red team. It was the complete opposite for the first while of the game. But then that first hesitant tower dive under the mid inhibitor tower, and it cost them 3, and then the dragon fight cost them another 3, and it cost them Drake, and then they went and got Otacon. It adds up. It adds up. I said we've got 5 of the red team. It does add up. We've added so much up. There are 3 people at top lane. See, Kayn has still committed to his Cho'Gath genocide. And it doesn't matter if it's the first 3 minutes of the game or the 36th minute of the game. We will be killing Cho'Gath. And that is Kayn's mission, and Kayn is damn good at his mission. It's almost a 6K gold for red team. They were down 4K gold ever since that domino. Like, it adds up. Yep, you can absolutely have like 60-minute games.
Yeah, and like they're all level 18 and they're golden items they cap out.
Yeah, but eventually it's just which team makes the mistake first, right? Because we're reaching the point where Jinx has now reached her entire full build. She cannot get any stronger, aside from buying Elixirs, but again, she can only have one at a time. Smolder, however, can get one more item, and his executes have been paramount to killing the front lines of the tanky blue team. It's if you're a blue team fan, it's starting to look a little bit more bleak. Of course, again, one good team fight, anything can happen. Yeah, they are making a oh, we've got a sketchy fight here under the tower. Red team doing lots of damage to blue team. They get the knockabout onto, oh, and the Smolder execute, catching Warwick and sending him into the pits of Zog. All of these little trades, they've got to be careful, because if the burn just does a little teensy bit more damage than they expect, and they're down for the count, it can cost them the game. They're at the point here where they're closed in on their base. They do still have the inner bot tower, which is nice, but as they scrap here under the middle inhibitor tower, someone's got to put an attack on there. Okay, Jinx is going to get the Kayn there. Oh, Jinx takes a huge amount of damage there. Victor behind. Victor is going to get the Taliyah. Now they have an advantage in the fight there, but the Milio, the soccer ball, is sending Victor back, and Victor cannot chase that. For all the power of the Hex Core, it could not... I was gonna say could not make him faster, but I mean, technically, if you watched Arcane, you know, Victor was Kayn bound early, and then the Hex Core strapped your boy up, and Victor was outrunning boats and stuff, so it did in fact make him faster, technically speaking. So I rescind my statement. Anyways, yapping aside, we've got the Soul Drake, no matter which way you look at it, for one of these two teams here. And that would be the perfect thing to get blue team back in the game with that 4K gold deficit, or it will be the nail in the coffin for red team to finally put blue team in their grave. Both teams want this dragon so bad, and it's going to be who sets up properly for it, who gets the necessary pick. Is Jinx falling first? Is Smolder falling first? Is the front line of Cassante or Cho'Gath going to be both here? Okay, and we're getting right into it with the Smolder out there. Catches most of the team there. Lulu is looking very, very bleak there. Okay, and Kayn gets the Lulu. Smolder right behind there. Smolder's going to get... Oh, Taliyah kills. Oh my goodness. And all of blue team is falling apart. They didn't even need the Drake. They clear the entire team. And with death timers in the 50 seconds, that just might be the game. As they run down here with the 5-0 there, they should be able to take it without even the minions there to save them. Was an incredibly close game. Very, very well played from both teams. But the champion of Lethal Tempo for tonight is Team Big Win. Congratulations to both teams. They played incredibly. It really came down to the game 3. Both games that the teams won prior to that were very, very, very dominant. But you know, and the thing is that the Booty Eaters, they had a significant lead in the game. It was just a matter of, I think, those domino effects. The gold does pile up, and they eventually ended up costing them. But well played to both of our teams here, as well as our third team, Tomato Town, that got wiped by both of these two teams. And you know, thank you guys for tuning in to the stream or participating in the tournament. If you follow our socials, we do have our weekly Smash Brothers Tempo Avenue Revival weekly tournament at the Canadian Brewhouse in Abbotsford. So you're welcome to come visit us if you want to play in the tournament, or check out the stream if you just want to see the best in Fraser Valley compete. Otherwise, this has been Tempo Avenue Games, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.